Alright, so this is one of the really good games I've had most recently, and my friend Aaron is the one who gave me the idea to just kind of look over and kind of break down play by play but by what exactly I was doing and thinking in each scenario. I ended up dropping 17 kills and we won 5-4 by the end of this game. I'm gonna skip past all the droning. It doesn't really matter, but I end up getting on Sophia and I come over to this window right here. It's just when attacking second floor coastline, I just like coming up here because it's a good vantage point and it gives me a couple ways to enter inside. And Valk is, in my opinion, a stronger operator in this current meta, so I would absolutely say shooting cams is pretty important. Just end up killing Cade right there. Fuck yeah. See that again right there. They're not very well hidden. And this spot in sight right here is one that I particularly like planning on because it hides essentially everything. It essentially hides you from any vantage points besides over here. Because if you're standing over here on this rotate, you'll have to wide swing out to be able to see yourself here. So standing, I don't end up doing it. But standing behind there is really, really good. I start, then I hear this guy walking up. And then I stand around. It's just so much open room in this site. So I do like playing a zombie to give me more room to play off of. Because now I can stand behind this shield right here and not worry about the door out there, and I can watch the window. Obviously, I hear this dude rappelling outside the window, which a lot of people do. Like I said, we don't end up winning that round, and I do die. I do want to see how I did die, though. Callie ends up smoking off this line of sight in front of, in the left hand. Oh, I see. This is something I should not have done, and I do feel like I overswung. Because I'm swinging two guys at once, and it's just highly likely I'm gonna die. And then when I crouch and come back up, he ends up swiping and killing me. My teammate over here, this guy did very well, but he ends up hitting a flank as well, which almost does win us the round, but not exactly, or not enough.
Attackers.
Still sitting on site. Totally on me, I was on my phone during the prep phase. Yeah, and I totally just had an ego here and kept him mostly because I wanted to kill him. In a real sense, in high ranks, you don't want to do this. This is just stupid on me. I end up getting the kill anyway, but this is just asking to be picked off or get first picked. And this is his POV. So I end up killing him, like I said, but I don't think anything really happens for the rest of the game. Nothing insanely serious. Oh, and another thing I did want to make a comment on is playing cross with my teammate with over here. This was not intentional, but it's just a good way to guarantee if my teammate gets killed and I can pick up his refrag. So you can see he's getting pinged and he knows it too. So he's over there and then he starts to swing off. He hasn't made contact with my alibi teammate over here, but I do end up seeing him. I managed to kill him. And then my teammate over here, Aaron, S2K Fiend, ends up calling out that the guy last alive is in here. Like I said, it's just me getting an ego and it's I end up killing him. But in that run, I won us the round itself. So we're around 6. We're still down, and we need to win this round to be able to stay in the game.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
this site, in my opinion, is very hard to defend though. I don't like defending it because with people playing Vert, it makes it
Attacker's
really
objective is to defuse a bomb.
And like I said earlier, I was having a good game at the time. I was 7-3, so I just, like I said, just got an ego and was swinging him. I end up getting the kill. And in this sense, I end up swinging him, and I see his head peek out that very last second. And when I go to fade away into cover, I just pre-aim and fire over there, and he does end up swinging into it. So I end up getting that kill itself right there. Fast forward. Teammate in here holding cross. Oops, apologize. Over here, I do bait the C4 and it works. Just because of the noise itself, and it's very loud. It's like a Velcro sound. So Osa, you can see itself, Osa does end up reacting to that. But Osa does end up killing my teammate over there. Rewind. And ends up spotting me, so I reposition. Just trying to get him out of my hair. I'm watching this window because they will take Vert and end up hopping in and then planting on the window. And what I don't agree with right here is my teammate still out of sight. When there's people playing Vert on me or near me, people outside the window, and then the Osa on the door, and my other teammate don't know what he's doing. There's a minute left on the clock. I do not agree with this. I was playing with 2 of my friends and the other 2 randoms, so I'm not totally mad. But like I said, I don't agree with this happening. I do feel like I need help in sight. But I do end up seeing that the Osa has crawled a little bit too close in the sight. So I ended up getting him with the C4. And then the other guy is outside the window. I end up killing him next. And my teammate dies flanking. So this guy is just over here on the window. Scenario, and what you want to do is just to not give your enemies a one-on-one gunfight. Because if my teammate over here plays the cross in that corner right there by the Jaeger, and we both swing him, we're not going to lose that gunfight. Because his other teammate Fuse is over here isolated. And Defuse, I did not know this, but Defuse is outside on the door. Osa had it. So what I should have done in this scenario is probably play closer out here, but I did not know that. So I just wait out here for to give him the gunfight. I'm gonna cut that out. But then we fast forward to this point right here with me on the window itself. Teammate dies, the one flanking. And like I said, he's having an ego, and I swung him. I win the gunfight. Swing out a pre-fire. Teammate, Like I said earlier, he does try to play the cross. I'll rewind that just a little bit. He should have waited on for my call, but he runs in. I should have called it out that he was on the window, but he runs in unknowing that he was on the window. But soon to follow after this, I do get the refrag. I'm not. He's down. End up killing him. And at this point, I don't know where the fuse is, so I do end up going for the res, like I said earlier. Don't know he's inside, but I want to 2v1 gunfight. And I end up killing him and win. Let's go to round 7. I could have died here, but I think I do hear him, and I put a nomad there. But he still sits there, which is insane. I killed 2 raw right there. Cross. And that guy is still in the corner. I don't think he wants to move, but he can. What he should have done here is if he shot this nomad and swung, he would have killed me and him. I should have drawn this out. Find out Azami's. I get a call that Azami is in behind bar. Totally on this dude. He ends up killing my teammate, but I do get the refrag onto him. But that guy was just ignorant, and he just wasn't looking. Got unlucky, and I killed him. Got the call that this guy was behind bar. So I killed him. Around 8. And at this point, I'm 13-3. So I'm having a great game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And I switch off Ash.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Or I switch to Ash because I can use the Ash charges to destroy the Melusis and the castles. And the Denaris too. Just the utility tech. Come in. I wrap around, like I said, I wrap around to the balcony over here. Just watching windows. Spawn peek. Cam. Hop up. And my teammate eventually ends up coming around up there with me. Shoot at the barrier. The Denaris right there. My teammate does end up droning it for me. These are just free fires. He tells me he's gonna end up droning, so I just watch the window, watch the Denaris. Like I said, I pick Ash for the utility, so I could destroy these. So if I didn't pick Ash, I would have to walk through those, sacrifice myself. So just pre-firing while he shoots the Grims and drones out. And since he walked in, I didn't drone, but I know there's nobody over here to the left. End up killing that guy. Shoot the camera. He destroys it, and he tells me he has defuse. And Grim is a very strong operator, but he tells me he's gonna go plant behind A bomb, like I mentioned earlier. And so he grims the cross over on that rotate, and then behind the bar. So I rotate over so I can get a second angle to protect him while he's planning. I breach this. I watch that. And then I do hear Melusi behind the bomb site. Try that for him. And then he sticks a plant. I'm watching over here. I didn't realize it at the time, but I'm getting pinged by the BP right here. And they do end up red pinging me. So I get red pinged, and then I move off of it.
Attackers activating diffuser.
And then again, like I said, not able to shoot it. So I just Ash it to get rid of it. Then that Grim that he shot on that rotate, this guy gets pinged. So I swung off the ping. And then this one was honestly just a 50-50 gunfight. I knew Aruni was over in this area, but I did not know she was going to swing off. But like I said, she doesn't really have much of a choice. It's a 4v1 and defuse is down, and that guy's dead. She starts swinging off of it. I end up swinging off reaction. End up killing him right there. And that ends up the game. Ending me with going 17-4. My teammate BBL Zaya 8-5, and my other teammates 2-5, 2-6, 4-7. Overall though, it was a very fun game. It was very long, but that's kind of what I was thinking throughout the entire game.